I'll be your host tonight. I can't tell you my real name, but everybody knows me as Spider-Man, and they fear me. And to my left, this is James Howlett. He likes to go by the name of Logan. He's a spicy kind of guy. We call him Sex Appeal. And to his left, we have our resident doctor, Dr. Hugo Strange. He's here from a distant city known as Gotham to give us a professional opinion on a group of superheroes that cause problems for everybody, I'd say. Everyone. The Bat Family. But before we get into that weirdo millionaire playboy that has to have money to do what I do for free, let's talk about some news. Have you heard any news from your side of existence there, Mr. Strange? Wait, are you a doctor?
Oh yes, I am a doctor.
So are you Dr. Strange?
Yes, you can call me Dr. Strange.
Huh. Reminds me of a guy I knew once. Okay, go ahead.
So this news. There's been a casting of Catwoman.
Huh. Oh, in like real life?
Real life.
This is for the new Batman movie coming out?
Yes, it is
Well,
for the new Batman movie.
For that Robert Pattinson.
Robert
guy,
Pattinson,
right?
which
Yeah.
I'm actually...
Is he dual playing Bruce Wayne, Batman, and Catwoman?
Yes.
I knew it.
And Riddler.
Yeah, they did cast that Riddler fella. So that, I guess, means that Jonas will be playing the Penguin.
I guess so. I guess now we
He'll
know
need to eat those donuts.
he will be.
Yeah, good for him.
But
I'm
no,
good.
it's Zoe Kravitz.
Zoe Kravitz. Now, what's she been in?
I don't know. But she is the stepdaughter of Jason Momoa.
Oh, wait. I do...
Daughter of,
Yeah.
Denise Huxtable.
Denise Huxtable.
Yeah, from Lenny Kravitz.
You know, I heard that Jason... I call him Jason because we're good buddies.
Yeah, they were in the Beard Club together.
Yeah. I heard that he grew up watching The Cosby Show and had a crush on Denise, and then is now married to his high school star crush.
That's crazy.
Isn't that crazy?
So wait, by that logic, I grew up watching Who's the Boss.
Yeah.
So one day, I too will get
Tony
married
Danza.
to Alyssa Milano.
Oh,
Right,
oh,
yeah.
Woo! Anyway, anything else coming out of the newsworks? I haven't really been following anything, so this is all going to be news to me.
It's all new to me.
I am not certain. There's not been that much news.
Any new figures coming out?
There are some new figurines that are coming out. One of the Power Rangers. They're releasing a third wave of... You have Jason, the original Red Ranger, and then you have Lord Draken, which is the evil Tommy.
That's like a green and white ranger mashed together.
Wait,
Yes.
so I'm not really clear on my Ranger lore. So I do know enough to know who Tommy is.
Yeah,
He's the Green Ranger.
that turned white.
He's the one that everyone... See, I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
So when he turned white, he turned evil?
No,
No,
this is alternate universe.
There's a comic book company called...
Yeah. Oh, they picked up they've licensed the...
They have the license and they've been
Oh,
writing
okay.
their own story arc for it.
See, I
One
just-
of the story arcs was in this evil alternate future. Instead of turning good,
They
he
all have
just-
mustaches?
Yes.
They do?
Yes.
That's pretty cool, actually.
No.
No, they don't? They don't have mustaches? Well, then they're not cool.
I think he might have a goatee though.
Okay, that's cool again.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
He does have a white hair streak.
That's super cool.
That's kind of neat.
Yeah.
There is something I do recall about Star Wars. Two things, actually.
Alright. Lay 'em on us.
Alright, so the first thing, tickets went on sale this week for the new movie.
Oh, people are already buying tickets.
They're already camping in line.
I mean,
I have 5 tickets.
Good.
You,
Nice.
you already have
Sweet.
like...
Yes.
So, like,
Mother of mercy.
for the opening night?
Yes.
Is that just so that you have enough space beside you? You don't want anybody sitting next to you ruining the movie for you?
Yes.
Are you going to have to camp out, like, in order to actually, like, watch it?
No.
So
chose
why
our
would
seats.
anyone camp out? What's
That's just the way it
just-
used to work.
It depends
that
which
doesn't-
theater you go
no one
to.
does that anymore, I guess. They've
If
come up
not-
with a system.
Not if you select the correct theater, which ours has reclining seats like the Bartlett one does.
Oh yeah,
So we get to
nice.
pick our seats.
Leather seats too, probably.
Indeed, that's nice. Recliners.
Well, so I have the new trailer dropped. Yeah, I love those seats.
Yeah, it's
They're
so
good.
cool.
Yeah,
Makes me enjoy everything.
It keeps-
I see just that much more.
keeps the blood into my brain and heart. When I'm watching a movie.
Yeah, and you don't always have to like wonder, does this seat recline? And you start pushing against it really hard, and the guy behind you, his feet are back there, and you're like, "Hey, Bob, get off my seat!" And then he's like, "Whoa."
It's very spacious too. Like it's like being in like first class. Like there's all this space.
And they serve peanuts.
Do they?
I found some in my seat.
There's some that serve beer.
Yeah, they do serve beer now.
And you're saying about the trailer?
Yes, the trailer, the final trailer to Star Wars has dropped.
Has it now?
Yes. Have you
Does
seen
she
it?
have more lightsabers?
She doesn't.
No.
They don't. The Dark Ray is not in it. I have a theory about that, by the way. It's a film theory.
Tell us.
Yeah. Okay.
I'd like to know.
Dark Ray. So this has to do with, and this is probably like not the way it is. This is just in my
It
head.
could be.
It
It's
could be.
headcanon.
Yeah, it's headcanon. So, Dark Ray, yes, you're absolutely right. Dark Ray is exactly like Ray, but she's not Ray. It goes back to what I think Ray's origins are. And I believe that Ray is one of possibly many Rays created by Palpatine as some sort of vessel for his Force Ghost. And Dark Ray, maybe, is Palpatine in one of the clone rays. Is your mind blowing yet?
Can you not see it? It's
No, I can't. It's under the hat.
Yes, mine is blown. That's interesting. I guess maybe she could also be a twin. There's lots of those Skywalker twins. Obviously, we're going to realize that she is a Skywalker, right? It's the rise of
I don't know.
Skywalker.
I assumed, and this is another kind of reach. The Skywalker that's rising is
Is
is rising from the dead. And so
Yeah.
that's
Luke,
what
Anakin.
maybe. Anakin, maybe. Vader, maybe he comes back and saves everybody. And he's
He does do that often.
redeemed,
I mean, if Palpatine's back, he's like, dude, I killed that guy.
Yeah.
I've never left anybody undead.
If Palpatine's back, the most powerful among Jedi and non-Jedi, why can't he come back?
That makes sense.
So Rise
That is now
of the Jedi from the Dead might be more apt title. And this is me just kind of spitballing. I don't know anything about anything.
Well, there is another news item from the Star Wars front.
Oh, what's that?
So, do you gentlemen know of the Star Wars comic coming out?
Negatory.
Oh,
There's one coming out in December about Kylo Ren and the Knights of Ren.
I was going to explain the backstory of the Knights of Ren.
Now, this is that whiny baby guy that liked to wear the mask in the first movie, but then he threw it away.
Yes.
And now he's wearing the mask again in the third.
Super whiny.
Well, anyways,
It's part of his heritage.
Yeah, like I've got to cry about stuff before I smash stuff and then try to kill people I know.
At least he didn't talk bad about sand.
that is true. But no, they released some information about the second issue. And the writer confirmed it. So, the cover has Ben Solo and Luke Skywalker fighting the Knights of Ren.
Wait, what?
What?
Yep. They initially fought them.
So this is from before Ben caught Luke Skywalker sneaking into his tent at night with his growable saber.
I think what happened then is that they actually fought, but then the Knights of Ren came and then they defended, or tried to, and that the Knights of Ren took Ben.
Oh,
They
okay.
kidnap him. Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And maybe brainwashed him?
Or just poked them a lot. Like Facebook used to do. Hey, I miss you. That's just a poke button. Poke, poke.
Yeah, it's still there, just no one
Poke.
does it.
Nobody does it because it's friggin' annoying.
No one pokes me.
Even in my universe, that's annoying.
Well, that's all great. What about you? Have you come across any news?
Well, I have heard many fan theories about some things. They're saying stuff like, hey, I think Tony Stark exchanged his soul for Natasha, and that's how she's going to come back to life. There are a lot of rumors about his big cameo appearance.
My mind.
Right, it just fell out. It didn't even it just oozed.
It just kind of like plopped.
Oh,
sorry, Ron. I might have gotten some.
yeah, he's got
mind
brains
on
all
here.
over his jacket now.
Sorry. And it looks nicely clean too.
But again,
Did
it's...
you just eat my brains?
He did. He's apparently a strange zombie.
Alright.
But yeah, no, there's just a lot of conjecture at this
That's
moment.
good.
That is cool idea. I don't know if they're really going to go with that or
Like when he
not.
snapped, he's like, he didn't have to die or something.
But he knew she was already dead, and everybody was pretty upset about that.
Yeah.
What other way would Tony really like to go out other than doing something that even the Hulk couldn't do? Because he didn't exchange
But
his soul.
would he have done that though? Like, would he have left his daughter and retirement? Basically like everything he always wanted.
For the chance to be the last great hero.
I
That
don't
even
see-
in death...
I think that Tony was a reluctant hero. I don't think he wanted all that.
I think he wanted it. He just didn't always want to exchange everything for it. But then he realized that it was necessary, and in the moment, he always had a little bit of Captain America in him. Captain America was like the good guy all the time, talking about sacrifice, but has always managed to survive all these events. And then you got Tony, who
Twice. He survived them twice.
Yeah. Not to mention the initial plane crash, all this stuff that he never actually sacrificed
He should have
for.
died several times over.
Several times. He's like a cat. He's Cat America.
He's Cat America.
Cat America. But there aren't supposed to be any cats in America, according to a musical I saw once as a child. Fievel told me, no, there are no cats in America.
Oh, yes.
And the streets are paved with cheese.
Yeah.
It turns out that was quite wrong.
Yeah, quite.
Yeah. Just like when I lived through the Great Depression. They called it a bubble, And don't worry, money's coming. Well, we all see how that worked out.
Catman America.
Bubble
There is a
Pop.
Catman that exists. He's part of the Suicide Squad.
Hey, haven't I heard some sort of news about these Suicide Squad people? They're bringing out more stuff all the time about this, aren't they? Some guy takes his arms off.
Yes.
They don't have anything like that where I come from.
Yeah, it's a pretty wacky world out there. The Suicide Squad movie that's coming out, it's looking to be pretty good. James Gunn took it over. He's directing. They have good writers on it, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Nathan Fillion, everybody's in it. Everybody's in this movie.
I'm not in it.
Both guys and the girl from
Oh, like
the pizza place.
Yep.
They're all
Oh,
there.
Ryan Reynolds.
He'll probably be Deadpool in that.
I didn't know he was in that show.
He's in everything.
He is in everything.
But no, actually, that isn't who Nathan Fillion's playing. He's not playing
Arm fall off boy.
Yeah, he's not playing him. He's playing somebody else.
What is he playing?
I'm not sure. I forgot the name of the character.
All that matters
But
is that it's
they-
Captain Hammer.
Exactly. It's Nathan
These
Fillion. It's going to be
Aren't
great.
the Hammer.
Wait, he's in the movie?
Nathan Fillion is in the movie.
Yes.
The guy from Joss Whedon's short.
Yeah, Dr. Singalong.
Yeah, Doctor.
Yeah,
Is
he's
it
Captain
Sing-Along?
Hammer.
Oh, is it
Dr. Horrible's
Dr.
sing-along
Horrible.
blog.
Yeah, it's been so long since I've seen that.
I'm Captain Hammer, but these aren't the Hammer.
Yeah, I get it.
He's talking about something
He's
else.
talking about something else.
Yeah, it's dirty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the nose.
It
A guy in the chair
Yeah.
saying it's the nose.
Yeah,
He's talking
right
about-
on the nose. So, that's great news. I like the way that went. I haven't really heard anything else. Apparently some fat man in a red coat's going to bring Christmas presents to everybody in a couple of weeks. That's going to be great.
Wait, what?
I
Yeah.
might stop him.
He's got superpowers.
That is a good question. Why doesn't Santa do something to stop all the crime?
That's not his job. His job is to make people happy.
Well, I think that would make people
How
happy.
about everybody,
He does a horrible job at it.
No, sort yourself out. Okay? It's everybody stays in their own lane. His lane is dropping stuff down fireplaces, toys for children.
You just don't want the competition. That's what it is.
Yeah, it's my job. I save people. But I do it one person at a time. It's a friendly neighborhood kind of thing.
Yeah, he would have to do it all in one night, too.
Yeah.
He would have to save everybody.
Not even Superman does that.
Yeah. But he could, right?
Oh, substantially all he could do is destroy the planet, which would destroy all crime and put things at peace
There you
because
go.
it would just be completely quiet at
Become a
that point.
supervillain.
Is that villain way, though? That could be just fulfilling a purpose. You know?
I did
doing
think
it.
Santa paraplegic once.
Doing it for everyone.
Oh. Yeah, I think he pretty much only does it for that one kind of pretty, kind of not pretty newspaper chick that doesn't know how to spell.
Lois.
Lana
Lois Lane.
Lana?
Lang. Yeah.
Lang.
Lois Lane.
Lana?
Yeah.
Not
Lois.
Lane.
Lang. Yeah, see, I keep all of my things pretty simple. You know, I only date supermodels that end up on posters. And, you know, if I break up with somebody, it's because they died.
Okay. Well,
Keeps-
that's sad, really.
It
I'm
is.
sorry for your
But it
loss.
keeps it clean. It keeps it clean.
Yeah.
You know, they don't end up texting you again, and then your new girlfriend's like, "Who's Gwen?" And I'm like, "Whoa,
Oh,
Mary."
No, when someone says they
I do
ghosted
not
you,
know
it
these
doesn't
people
mean
they
they
speak
died.
of.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah. That doesn't mean that...
I have seen this spider
When they
girl
ghost
running
you.
around town, and she kind of reminded me of somebody I knew once. Huh. I'm gonna think on that.
Yeah. Look it up. Go
Now
to
I'm
your-
gonna enter the Great Depression again. Thanks.
No,
Thanks for
don't
that.
do that.
Okay.
We'll get you a new deal, and then it'll help you out.
Yeah. Just
You know
don't
what's-
let
I
Tobey
know.
Maguire play me.
No, never.
Never.
We're gonna have like the best actor I know play you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds like a good idea.
Nick Cage.
Nick Cage should play
Yeah,
me.
he should totally play
He
you
should totally play me.
in an animated movie.
Yes.
Yeah,
They should do that.
Standalone.
I'll even give him a quote of mine. I like to light matches, let them burn down to my fingertips, just to remind myself that I feel anything at all. That's a good one. Nick Cage should write that down.
You should. I'm sure he is.
He should use that. I know he watches me.
Sure he
Thanks.
does.
Thanks for that. So, to get to the meat and bones of the subject, I've heard that there's some fella out there that likes to copycat on my whole shindig. Dark clothes, running in the night, beating the crap out of bad guys. Except he has to do it by being a less scary animal. See, spiders, they're killing you.
spiders, yeah.
They'll
Talking
kill you.
about the blur?
Yeah, maybe. I don't
The
know.
Mothman.
He's rich.
Mothman?
See, I'm poor. I just do this out of sheer tenacity. But he's rich. He's got to buy gadgets. He's like a Boy Scout.
Fake character.
What is his name? He's Deflator Mouse.
What?
Deflator Mouse.
Batman.
Oh yes, that's
Yeah.
that's the one. That's the ticket. I'll buy that for $1.50 in 1938. Maybe 39. $3.50 is way too much to spend on anything. I've got a quarter, and that should last me for the rest of the day. This is 1933, right? Okay. So yeah, this Batman fella who accumulates birds to do his work for him.
What are you talking about?
What
Yeah.
about?
Oh, wait, Robin. Never mind.
Yeah. Wren. There's a bunch of wrens
Yeah. Robin.
and larks.
What?
Larks and wrens.
I don't know any larks.
They're all bird boys.
You know what you're talking about?
Robins? Is
Yeah.
that what you call them?
Robins.
Yes.
I don't know.
Bluebirds.
I don't know very much about, like,
Swallows.
Swallows. Yes. Batman, this rich guy that doesn't like to date anybody, likes to surround himself with swallows.
I see what you're going for. Inappropriate. All right, Nick Cage.
All my sidekicks are hot chicks. I'm just saying.
Meow.
Oh, hey. Kind of felt like reality shifted there for a second. I'm used to that, though. So, this Bat fella. And not just the Bat fella, but he's got a whole family, apparently. They don't call it a team or anything, they call it a family. And it's just comprised of orphans. I feel like they should have reached out and given me an invitation.
Like who's I know like Todd, what's his name? Jason Todd. Jason Todd.
Yes.
Is he part of the Batman?
He was the second Robin.
Second Robin.
And he still is a part of the Bat family. He's just the
It's called Rogue.
well, he's the black sheep.
Yeah.
Everybody's got that sibling, you know.
He also died once.
That sucks. I feel like I've done that before.
Nice outfit.
Thank you.
Oh, hey, yeah, never
Weren't
mind.
you just in a suit?
No, he really is a doctor. Strange.
It's strange.
It is strange.
Yeah.
So, I have a few questions, actually. I'm gonna get comfortable. I'd like to know your opinion on some things. First off,
Most certainly.
seeing as there's only one Batman,
Actually,
But there are
have been
many-
3.
oh. Well, given the date and time and verse that you're in, there's one Batman, right?
Currently,
Yes.
yes.
And then a lot of Robins.
A lot of Robins, one of whom has actually been Batman at one point in time.
Does that count? Or is that just like putting on your dad's boots and running around the house?
Oh no, it counted. He was Batman.
I thought he was Batman.
You felt Batman by...
Yeah.
Dick
I
Grayson,
didn't
yes.
know that it wasn't Batman until I continued to read. I was like, oh, there's Batman. I was like, why is that guy talking to... Oh, okay, because it's not Batman.
That's not Batman. Well, it's not Bruce.
That was for like a year, right?
It was a
Well,
while.
He was talking to Batgirl a lot, and we're like, oh, okay. You know, I can see where you'd be confused, but in Bruce Timm's mind, you wouldn't be confused because, well,
He's got things.
we know what Batman did with Batgirl. in that movie.
I don't know what you're talking about. You have to describe it.
There was
What
this
happened?
thing. Bruce Timm really is all about
I
Batman.
like
hooking
Bruce
up.
Timm.
He wants Batman to hook up with Batgirl.
Yes.
Did that happen in the comics?
No,
No.
but it happened in all the animated stuff.
All of it?
Most of it was very, very heavily alluded to.
And,
And then there was a movie where they just straight up showed it.
Yeah, the Killing Joke.
Was that in the Killing Joke?
It was. That's why a lot of people badmouthed it.
I mean, was it in the comic?
No.
book, The Killing
No,
Joke?
not at all.
By Alan Moore, I think. Right?
No.
Yeah,
Alan-
not even Alan Moore would do that, but Bruce Timm, he'll do it.
Yeah, he will.
Yeah, he will. But, back to the subject. Out of all these Robins that there have been, I would like to know which one is your favorite, and I would like to know why.
My favorite Robin. I like Drake. Or is it Drake?
Grayson.
Grayson.
Yes.
Dick Grayson. I
There's
like
a Tim Drake.
Tim Drake. I don't like Tim Drake.
Yeah, he was the third. He was
Yeah.
kind of like the offset.
And he's no longer Robin. He's some other kind of bird now.
He's a Red Robin.
Red Robin.
He's a hamburger joint.
And yeah, but I like Grayson. And I like how they've like evolved his character. Even becoming Batman at some point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's an evolution.
Yeah.
He's got that thing that you're fond of, that story arc.
He's got like a life past, you know. He's not a perpetual kid, and he moved on to bigger and better things. Where Tim Drake is Red Robin, which who's that, right?
Right.
And-
Well, it was I think it was a thing from the Alex Ross depiction of the Justice League's future.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
But he's,
Kingdom Come.
is he Red Robin right now?
He is currently.
Yeah.
He went into that actual Alex Ross costume for a while. Now he just looks like Robin, but calls himself Red Robin.
Oh, that's
Dude.
Wait,
Differentiate.
didn't he change his name? I think
Like,
he changed his name.
legal
soon.
name
Or no, his superhero name.
the Drake,
Oh, that's right.
which is stupid because that's your name.
Yeah, that's your
Why are
name.
you gonna? That'd be like if I called myself Parker Man.
Yeah.
He's
Oh,
like, And he said it's
We're
like,
friends. It's okay.
Yeah.
Except for him, I don't know.
it's
He's
okay.
cool.
I've
He's
known
cool.
who Batman is for quite some time. Just nobody believed me.
But like, so
Well, now, Doctor, in your professional opinion, how do you feel about which Robin is your favorite and why?
The dead one.
Yeah?
but
Which,
then he
wait,
came
which
back to
one's
life.
dead?
Though. No, I thought he came back to life.
We talking about Jason?
Jason.
It had to be Jason Todd because he died once, and that was the most special time of getting to see Batman broken. Got to really delve into his psychosis and see what it exactly took to break that man. He nearly killed people
Yes.
during that time, and it took him finding Tim Drake, who was my most hated Robin, because he brought Batman back.
That's why you
Therefore,
hate him. Okay.
I couldn't replace him.
I assume like that Bruce Wayne, since you gave up who Batman is, now I know too.
Yes.
Adopted all these kids, right? Legally?
Yes,
See,
legally, because you can do anything with money.
He
Well,
became-
there's one he didn't have to adopt.
But no one has like said, "Hey, what happened to all those kids? Like that you? Why do you keep adopting, young males?"
Well, there's always a story that you can sell. And he runs some sort of orphanage
Yeah, I
or
guess
something
so.
now, I think. After he died for a while.
Is he training like all the orphans, like in combat?
There was a
Yes.
whole street crew of Robins at one point.
I can see that.
Yeah, they were like running around like a gang.
He's just turning the orphanage into like his superhero factory.
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
pop one bird out after another.
It's
Never give me another bat, though.
Robin Incorporated.
Yeah.
They're
Pretty
gonna-
much.
they're gonna-
Pretty much.
That's the new book coming out.
I would say that
by
that could work.
Alan Moore
Oh, is that really?
and John McClay.
Oh,
Alan, if you want to write.
there you
this
go.
thing.
There you
Yeah.
go. We have an offer on the table for you if you'd like to work, Mr. Moore. We'd like to see you do some
More.
more. Huh.
We want more.
We want more.
Yes.
Less lie-filled, more.
I mean, like, as long as Liefeld isn't writing, I think that I'm okay with
Yeah,
that.
that's true.
His style is punchy and, like, interesting.
As long as he copies off somebody with good style.
Yeah.
Now, I'd always like to say that my favorite Robin, and I'd like to go back in time and say that it must have been a previous one. But quite honestly, I like the one that Batman didn't have to adopt because he actually made him. Damian. Damian Wayne, I have grown to love that Robin more than all the rest of them. He's got grit, he's got toot, he is the next Batman.
Future Batman.
He is future Batman. But a Batman that could potentially destroy more stuff than the people he fights.
Now, what's,
That is true.
we know Bruce's reason for becoming the Bat. What would Damian's reason be?
I think he is more of a person that has to fill shoes. Not only his father's shoes, but then his grandfather, who is Ra's al Ghul. And he thinks to himself, how could I potentially be the leader of all the League of Assassins, and be Batman, be a villain, and be a hero? He's got all of this
Oh, man.
mixed emotions,
He's gonna
dark
crash
side, light
and
side.
burn.
Oh yeah, hard.
Yeah.
That's why I love him though.
I truly believe he's going to end up being more like John Paul Valley was. Just this Batman that...
But without the meds.
Right, without the meds and without screaming out to St. Dumas every other panel.
Oh, yeah, that's when Batman broke his back.
I
He
used
didn't
to,
break his back.
I used to
Bane
think it
broke
was
his
St.
back.
Dumas.
Yeah.
Yeah, Batman didn't break his own back.
Yeah.
I mean,
he could have. I mean, all the stuff he does,
Yeah.
he doesn't have spider
He just
powers.
flex.
I don't know how he does it.
Break it. Yeah.
I mean, have you seen some of the positions I can contort into? That takes talent, man.
I've seen that.
That's talent and Todd McFarlane.
He's a talented Todd McFarlane.
Yes.
Could contort you without breaking your
I can
back.
put my legs
Yeah.
all sorts of crazy
You
places.
just you put the feet where you want the feet to go,
And I can shoot
and then
webs everywhere.
the legs.
It's pretty impressive, actually.
That's actually how Todd draws.
You know, but as I've gotten older, it's just, I just
Well,
kind
no,
of
you have to actually like have the foot
Yeah.
there.
No,
and
I
then
just walk
you
now.
connect the leg to the foot. That's
I walk now.
that's
So,
you got to draw down. That's
yeah, I just, I straight up walk down the street and just web people. I don't even swing anymore.
where you're getting.
I learned I had to get superhero insurance And they kept on selling me different policies about risk retention. I didn't want to do that. And the yoga classes it takes to be a Spider-Man is just ridiculous. But on top of this Bat family of Robins, I hear there's actually a few girls that he actually lets join the crew from time to time.
Like the family.
The family.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of which being an old criminal, actually.
The Joker.
Yes.
Is the Joker really?
No, it's Catwoman.
It's who?
Catwoman.
Catwoman.
I call her Black Cat where I come from, but apparently in Mr. Strange's universe, they call her Catwoman.
Yeah, Catwoman.
Same thing, steals cat base.
Did they get married? Didn't Catwoman marry Batman at some
I
point?
believe they were going to.
They were going to. Oh, so
They were
almost
leading
did.
to that.
I stopped reading after I,
I think around the same time that Colossus was going to marry Shadowcat, Batman was going to marry Catwoman, and then nobody got married. Except for Gambit and Rogue.
What? Really?
Hitting off panel.
Oh.
But then they got their own comic book, Mr. and Mrs. X.
So they did get married.
Yeah,
I
totally.
didn't know
Good for them, though.
that. Yeah, good for them.
Those kids have been trying for years.
Have they?
Yeah. Working it out.
Okay.
Yeah. Relationships are hard.
But,
But out of all these women, there's a Catwoman, there's a Batgirl, there's a Batgirl of Burnside, there's, which is the same as the Batgirl. So that's confusing to me. But she de-aged and put on a purple motorcycle suit and,
wait, she de-aged.
yeah, she's
Like-
not as old as she
Did
used
she
to be.
use like the
I think the new
Lazarus
52
kit?
thing happened.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it kind of reverted some stuff.
Oh.
Things shifted around.
And then,
Batman just took out someone above us.
oh no, that was a web grenade I set up there.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't even like
Good.
to confront the bad guys in person anymore. I just kind of set up booby traps. Plus, just in case the Goonies come through, those kids are horrible. You know. I like to stop them from doing stuff. So, there's a Batgirl, there's even a Batwoman, who I heard recently got her own syndicated TV show.
Yeah, I haven't seen that yet.
I would like to watch
Have you seen it?
It's really good, actually. It's starring Ruby Rose as Batwoman. And it actually has that one guy that almost played you. Logan.
Oh. What? Almost played Logan.
It was
I know.
Doug
Doug Ray.
Scott?
Doug Reed, yeah, something like that.
I
He
think
went
so.
to go play in a different movie at the time. He was like, I can't be Wolverine, I've got to go play in Ever After.
Yeah, something like
Ever
that.
heard of that?
No? Yes.
Yeah, you have?
Yeah.
Nobody else has.
I
So
haven't
that was
seen
a
it.
bad choice on his part.
It probably was.
Yeah.
Very bad choice. But he's doing good playing Kate Kane's father.
Ah. So this is, this Batwoman.
Yes.
It's an interesting character. And they've also kind of been pushing the borderlines on acceptance within the LBGT community, I hear, with this character.
Oh yeah, no, she's she has a girlfriend. I mean, she is a lesbian.
Yes.
Then you have, see, there's a lot of like different. I don't want to give away too much of the show, obviously, but yeah, there's definitely tension in the show, and it shows like her previous relationships and etc. But this is pretty much Batwoman Year One. We're seeing her origin story. So when she initially appeared in the Crisis crossover, she was already established as Batwoman.
Oh, so like
This has taken place before.
it's taking place before you initially meet her, and because I there's a Flash Arrow crossover.
Yeah, Yeah, the Arrowverse Crisis crossover of last year.
Mm-hmm.
So there's multiple crises?
Oh, of course. There was Crisis on Earth X, then Crisis, and then this year Crisis on Infinite Earths.
My goodness. You DC people are always having a crisis of some kind.
There was Countdown to Infinite Crisis, then Infinite Crisis, and then Final Crisis.
Final Crisis. Well, it's what keeps everything together. You know.
Yeah, I
And
guess.
now we're having another Crisis.
These are just different words for soft
Yeah.
reboot, right?
Oh, of course, yeah, they've rebooted everything. I mean, I've been rebooted several times.
Yeah, I think speaking of Crisis,
I like that I've
Sometimes I'm
always
wearing
been
a
the same.
suit. Sometimes
You've
I'm
always
wearing
been the
this.
same.
Yep, Spider-Man's always the same. I
Okay,
don't
just-
change colors, I don't change costumes, I don't change genders. There's only one me.
Yeah?
Yep.
Yeah, there's only one that Noir's talking about.
Speaking of, I think I got
Yeah,
rebooted
yeah,
in
that's
between
right.
takes.
Hmm?
I think I got rebooted in between takes. I wasn't wearing gloves.
You weren't wearing a white coat either.
I feel like he's ready to do some sort of
You
experiment.
didn't
on
have a
you.
beard. You added the beard.
You'll have to rewatch this episode to know for sure. So when you're doing that, make sure you click like again. Or don't, because that unlikes it. So just like it the once. Yeah.
Double like it.
Only one.
Triple
like.
like it.
Triple like it.
Triple like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it, unlike it, like it.
I definitely watch Batwoman. It's really good.
Well,
Martial arts
we
in
should
there is
all
great.
check it out, I think. That's one of my favorite little characters that they've been putting into the limelight. I like the gritty attitude that she's got. I like the fact that the Doctor just started to vogue. It threw me off. It's okay. I vogue too. Shout out to Madonna of the past. Not of the current.
They're after you.
Hold on, I've got to go.
I
I
don't know
think.
where I'm at.
No, I'll get to that later. It'll be alright.
Batman's got it.
I'm an Avenger. I avenge things. I don't currently take care of it. I just wait till it's bad. Then I go,
Yeah.
make
I
people
got you,
pay
I
for
got
it.
You wait till like it's all settled and you go and then you
Just
ask
got a
questions.
text from the Riddler.
Yeah,
He's
I
in trouble.
I'm like that Dick Tracy.
Dick Tracy
I liked him.
with the yellow coat.
Yeah, they should totally reboot that movie.
Oh, that'd be great.
I could see them doing that, but it's just how would they reboot it? What would make it fit in this time? And even if you want to harken back to like that time.
I would like that fella. What's his name? Ryan
Gosling.
I would like him to play as Dick Tracy.
I could see that.
I actually kind of like that cat.
Yeah, I hadn't even thought about Dick Tracy in years until you just mentioned it.
It was great.
But I really liked that movie. Last time I saw it was probably like 20 years ago.
I love old mystery man, mobster style movies.
And the colors, like, were beautiful. And
The
model
colors were
design,
so great.
Yeah, like all the different characters. There's one guy just had a really tiny face. I think they called him Tiny Face. They weren't very creative with the names. There was a prune face, and his face was pruny.
Yes.
Mumbles.
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 You can guess what he did.
No face.
Guess.
That was
Yeah.
Madonna.
Yeah.
Blank.
That was Madonna. You just
Full
gave,
circle.
Just gave it
Yeah,
around.
blank.
Gave it away. That was a big secret.
Oh.
Yeah.
Shh. So
It doesn't ruin the movie.
now, out of all the years that they've been running Batman, this has been going on since 1939.
That's
Yeah.
Detective Comics.
Detective Comics, Batman's first appearance, all that jazz. Out of all these years, they've had many writers, many artists that have contributed in the communal source that is sequence art. I would like to know, starting with you, sir, what book did you really attach to with this Bat fella and his family?
With specifically the family.
I think because we all have an interest in certain books that show off the individual, and then we have the books we prefer when it showcases that unit that they have.
Well, the most recent Batman I've read was the Batman that wasn't actually Batman, but was actually Dick Grayson.
So during the Grant Morrison run,
And Batman was presumed dead, but in actuality, traveling through time.
he was a barbarian
Yeah.
and a pirate captain.
And so,
and a
like,
cowboy.
I read about a year of all the Bat titles. And so there's lots of, like, family type of stuff that you're talking about. Because, Batman's like, I don't know what I'm doing. And then Red Robin also tried to become Batman. This was before.
He sucked at it.
Yeah, before Dick Grayson became Batman. They
It
were
was
like,
pretty terrible.
He became the Atom.
yeah, the whole family was getting together to like fight back the crime, which was like encroaching on Gotham because they knew there was no Batman. Because
Okay.
he hadn't made an appearance in months. And so someone had the idea, it's like, well, just put on the cowl and be Batman, and then the fear of the bat will push everyone back. It's a good idea. But Dick Grayson, for whatever reason, if he didn't think he could fill those shoes, refused to do it. And so the guy who was Red Robin was like, I have to do it.
Because
you're not doing it.
Yeah.
It should be you, but then it falls on me. And I think, he wasn't a good Batman. Like, I think that Nightwing had to come save him.
Yeah, from the bad Batman, which was Jason Todd.
And Jason Todd was also Batman with guns.
He was heavy metal Batman.
Yeah. But yeah, that really reminded me when you talked about family, like that was the last kind of like story arcs that I had read involving everyone. And it was because the patriarch of the family was presumed dead and gone. He was not in their lives anymore.
It's almost like all the kids fighting over the will.
Yeah, kind of. There was a vacuum
Yeah.
that had to be filled. And like, Tim Drake, Dick Grayson was like the eldest son,
Yeah.
who is now head of the household.
The prodigal
son.
son.
He's head of the household whether he wants to be or not. And that was really...
And he had to go around and spank the other ones and get them in line.
Yeah, he did. And they all respected him too.
What about you, Doctor Strange? How do you feel about it?
My favorite storyline showing the Bat family was a death in the family, for Batman should not have one.
Oh, yeah. That's pretty morbid, too.
That was Jason. No, was it?
Yes, it was Jason.
Okay. See, there's so many Robins.
He looks great with a crowbar on his face.
That's pretty morbid, too. All right. Yeah, I'd have to venture to say that when they soft rebooted DC again for the New 52, that was more of a hard reboot, but I liked the series that spanned out from Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo. I thought it showcased a lot of the family. They had the Night of the Owls. They had the next Joker, Death
And
of the
that's
Family.
literally his family, right?
Literally.
They're brothers, right?
Oh, well, yeah, and the owl stuff.
Yeah, the owls.
Yeah, that was
Nobody
his
really
unknown
died. It was a tease.
Oh, what?
But nobody had their faces on. It was face off.
There's a movie about that.
I like that movie. There's an actor in it that's really good, and another actor that you shouldn't pay attention to at all.
Michael B. Jordan was in it?
No, that's why that movie is remembered. So, I have things against him, I agree with my friend Tony on that one.
Is it because his career is more successful than your career?
No, it's because his career is based solely off of people feeling bad for him.
Actually, Nick Cage,
It's
your
so
career is
close,
pretty
but
good.
My career is amazing.
This is actually Nicolas Cage, by the way.
It is, yes. No, wait, don't tell people.
Oh, never mind. This is actually Tony.
I didn't want people to
Tony.
know that I was going to,
Yeah.
come show myself.
Oh, we really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Tony.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Wait. So I'm not welcome?
No, you are welcome.
No, that means that I'm not really welcome.
Too many quotes.
So
It's
that
quote
means
unquote.
there's not too many quotes.
Are we
You're
doing
talking
T-Rex arms for a reason?
What?
Is this Jurassic Park? Anyway,
Turn the page.
turn the page. As I hear y'all like to say a lot around here, Bat Family isn't going to show up on the big screen anytime soon, do you think?
What, introduce Robin again?
Well, have they ever really introduced Robin?
Well, like, the last Robin they introduced,
Chris O'Donnell.
No, he wasn't the last one. They kind of it was kind of a pseudo Easter egg, and...
I thought that sucked.
Yeah, most people did. It was more like of a groan. Like, really? Did that really need to be
That
there?
didn't need to be there.
Yeah.
If that guy's name had been like Terry McGinnis, I would have accepted.
Yeah, I really liked his role.
Oh, that guy. I know they alluded to it in Batman vs. Superman as well, with the...
Oh, yeah, that's fine. If you
With the
allude to
Robin suit
Robin
with
being
the
It
dead,
doesn't need to be an illusion.
yeah,
Exactly.
Just put it out there.
yeah.
We can deal with it. We're grown-ups now.
Yeah,
We know that a guy in a brightly colored suit can go do stuff.
Exactly.
A shade of light gray and a shade of dark gray, all going together. Brightly colored.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
I feel bad for that guy because he was going to do a good job,
It had been a great night.
and then they did.
What, Joseph?
Yeah, I think he's a great guy.
Yeah, he did. He did a good job.
I thought he did a good job,
Yeah.
but he wasn't given the full role.
Oh, of Robin?
Right.
I mean, really.
He just had some weird, like, maiden name.
Is there like a place for Robin in today's kind of filmmaking world?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Now, how would you play that? Like, so, like, you're like...
Not quite as gritty as the Teen Titans show, but
See, I
not
haven't seen
as
that.
alluded to as the
Really good.
movies.
Yeah. But they haven't shown Robin as Robin, like, working with Batman. They
No.
just showed him...
Never. It's like Batman can't have a sidekick,
Yeah.
but he has the most sidekicks out of anybody in the world.
Now, do you think they could do a movie...
How do we make Batman not Batman? That's how they make movies.
Yeah.
That's Warner Brothers, man. They should move over to the MCU, and we'll make the movie right for them.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's the only way they can do it.
Yeah.
We'll call it the little sister of the MCU, the DC.
I don't know. I think with the Joker, they're moving in an interesting direction. And-
Well, now, I gotta say, I watched this Joker movie, and while I maintain the thought that there's a good actor named Nicolas Cage that could have done it as well,
Oh, he totally could have done
he
that.
totally could have done
Yeah,
it.
Nicolas
amazing.
Cage is a fine actor.
He's an
Absolutely.
amazing actor, yes. I believe in him, almost as much as I believe in myself. But this Joaquin Phoenix, I think, did a great job with
Oh,
the
yeah.
Joker.
He's
but
also another fine
Most
actor.
assuredly.
From what I understand, nothing of what he did will lead into any Batman information or Bat family.
That is also true.
And that
We
is-
will never get to see a Joaquin Phoenix beating the head in on a Jason Todd.
And that makes Strange sad.
Yeah. I feel like we really need to see some
So,
crowbar action.
Like, what do you think they're going to make another Joker? Yet another Joker?
I think maybe I don't know if this 30 Seconds to Mars guy is going to get the job back just because of all of the controversy around it. Is he complaining about it? Is he not complaining about it?
Oh, he's been complaining.
Yeah, it's a little too
So
much
is
wine.
he even like the best Joker?
I didn't say he was the best Joker, but he was introduced. But we all know DC doesn't maintain characters or actors or even continuities or storylines or directors.
Unless
I mean,
it's
they're
on
just,
TV.
Unless it's on TV,
Unless it's on-
and even then, the actors themselves have to pay them to let them do it right.
And see,
It's like one of the only situations. You work for Warner Brothers, you have to pay them. Let me do this right. Please, stop doing what you're doing. I'll put my own money where my own mouth is. And they say, okay, Stephen Amell, you'll probably fail. 10 years later, he's like, I'm still doing good, and I sell wine. It's good wine. Check it out. It's called Knocking Point. If you have a wife that's into wanting to try out wine, but you can't find the right one, try Stephen Amell's Knocking Point wine. He's got a great vineyard, whatever. He's got some stuff.
he's got like
Check it out.
some plants, some vines,
Yeah.
a vineyard.
A vineyard.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a vineyard. So good for him. And he can do these pull-ups.
Oh, I thought you meant like the Jacob's Ladder.
Yeah,
Where
the
you're-
salmon ladder. Yeah.
Salmon?
Salmon ladder. Because you're always swimming upstream.
What was Jacob's Ladder?
Now, that's something totally different you don't want to see on screen.
Oh.
It's got to do with piercings.
So, like, do you think that Robert Pattinson, like Batman, will? What kind of direction do you think they're going to take?
I think they're going to try to take a...
Are they going to try and tie this together with like Aquaman and everybody, or are they just,
I don't know if they can. I think they're going to go as gritty as possible with this Robert Pattinson.
Yeah.
The only way that we're going to take him seriously starting out is if he does not sparkle at all.
Twinkle, twinkle,
I don't think
little
he's going to
bats.
sparkle.
But I mean, like, even in personality, he's going to have to be so gritty to
Oh.
break people's mind of him being not serious
Yeah,
that he might go overboard.
he can do gritty. I would recommend going and checking out the Lighthouse. It's by the
But see, this is the thing.
It's not where Aquaman
Batman's
is.
gritty, but he doesn't need to be the biggest bummer on the screen.
Batman,
Yeah, he can brood. Let him brood. Let him punch some things. But he doesn't necessarily have to be the grittiest superhero on the block. He's not the Punisher. Okay, he's Batman. He's a little bit more hopeful than the Punisher. You know, he's no Spider-Man. You know, keeping it light, making jokes, quipping people in the face. I like to do that sometimes. But he also doesn't necessarily have to be just so sadistic on screen. It's.
Yeah, I'm fascinated by this movie because I know absolutely nothing about it.
I know that there's at least more than one villain going on. That's for sure. I mean, if we got a Catwoman, we got a Riddler, we got a Penguin, that is a loaded movie.
But no Strange.
That is strange.
No Hugo.
No Hugo.
No Hugo, no Steven. No Strange. So, I don't know. What do you feel the moral of Batman's story is and how it correlates to this family unit that he's built? What do you feel that means to you and how it translates to a general audience?
Like the moral, like so there.
Yeah, so most mythos is built around the moral, and this is being the modern day mythos.
What's the lesson learned?
What lesson are we relearning from Batman so many times? Why is he so popular? People need him to teach them this lesson. What is it?
It's good to be rich. Is that? You beat people up is fun.
Yeah, that could be.
What is the lesson? Hugo, you start.
You have studied him the most psychologically.
What is the lesson? Let's see. Do not adopt and train psychopathic killers. Oh, that was Jason.
Oh, yeah.
And then he did, let's see. Don't date any,
Cats. Don't take cats.
don't date cats, don't date don't do anything that Batman does. That's what I've learned. Because if you do, you're going to get hurt. You're going to hurt other people.
So it's like a manual for what not to do.
Exactly.
Don't let your parents get murdered in front of you, number one.
Yeah,
Yes.
if you're an 8-year-old kid and you're in the alleyway, take that bullet.
Yeah, stand up.
What? Wait.
Stand up.
If he takes the bullet, doesn't that in turn create another Batman?
No, I don't want him to take a bullet. I want him to, defend his parents.
That'd be good. If you defend that, then therefore no Batman, therefore.
And then he becomes the surf ninja.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or
that
just
would be more.
like
annoying.
don't when your parents start to walk down like a dark alley, say, hey, let's don't go down this alley. It's too dark.
Or
Yeah.
why didn't we bring a car?
Yeah. Or why don't we hail a taxi?
No, it's.
Where's Alfred?
Yeah, where's Alfred? We're rich. We have a butler. Yeah, Bruce really dropped the ball and he knows it, and that's why he's trying to make up for that mistake of not. He probably complained about something like he didn't want Alfred to pick him up because he had like a spat with him. So he's like, let's go through this alley. It's a shortcut or whatever. And so it was all Bruce's fault, and so he feels guilty about it.
Or what if Alfred just wanted to get rid of the parents? What if they were like horrible parents and he thought they were doing a bad job for the kid? And Alfred's actually the one that set it all up.
Oh, Alfred knew that the world needed a Batman, so he created a Batman.
What if Alfred can see the future?
Yeah, there you go. Alfred can see the future.
That's headcanon accepted. I
Or
hope
what
they didn't
if
do that to me.
he had someone kill his parents?
No, Bruce did. He wants the money. And the bat is like just a cover up so that no one knows that he kills his parents. Because, he was so traumatized, he wouldn't have killed them. He was so traumatized he became Batman. But that's a front. The way we used to think of the Playboy Bruce as the front. Like, he can't be Batman. He's a ridiculous Playboy. But it's the other way around. He can't be Batman. That's just a front.
So,
He's a Playboy. He's not Batman.
But
some people say that Batman is the guy.
And they're wrong. Batman's so good, he has those people fooled. That's just
He's that good of an actor.
he's that good at that. He's so good, he actually does catch criminals. Like, he's always in character.
He doesn't ever actually beat them up. He's just like, I'm going to get you. And they're like,
No,
just
he's in character.
go ahead. Give
He's in
me.
character.
It's cool. Handcuff it.
He beats him up. He does everything Batman
So he's a method actor.
He's a method actor.
He's Christian Bale gone right.
He's Christian Bale if you mixed it with Joaquin Phoenix and Nicolas Cage.
That's a good actor.
Yeah.
You know, I've heard that guy, he just walks onto the set and he makes the movie.
All by himself.
Well, I mean, other people do stuff, but generally speaking, that guy just makes the movie.
You really just
And, you know,
yeah.
one of the things I find so fascinating about this Nicolas Cage guy that I don't know at all is he's a big fan of not only DC, naming his children after Superman, but he's a huge fan of Marvel as well, naming himself after Power Man. So, big comic book fan, great guy. People can say what they want about him, but I say he's solid as a rock.
Yeah.
He's built for it tough.
Yeah.
Francis Ford Tough. Coppola. So, I'd like to throw out there that this has been an amazing Halloween special of the Turn the Page television show that premieres on YouTube, which you love to watch so much because we do a great job and you love watching us. But don't forget to like, and then like again, and subscribe, and share with your friends, your family, and your grandmother, because even my Aunt May likes and subscribes and watches Turn the Page. I appreciate that about her. But I'm going to take it down about 5 to 10% here, and I'm just going to bring it back around to us. And remember that there is also a Saturday night gaming podcast you can tune into and enjoy if you love D&D style playing, role-playing, dice, nat 20s, all of those words I'm still trying to learn. That's a great thing to tune into and listen to if you've got a long car drive or you just like to do something else besides the radio in the morning when you're driving to work. Or heck, do it at work. Just don't get caught by your boss. But yes, check us out. And don't forget to visit our page. We will also be setting up an Instagram soon. So if you're one of those types of people that likes people to have Instagrams, Turn the Page will have one. Check it out. It will show all sorts of pictures of us behind the scenes. It will show all sorts of pictures of this fella, Tony, going out and doing stuff. He's friends with Nicolas Cage, I hear. Subjecture, not slander. And it will also show pictures of our own technician and cameraman and his amazing homemade armors and all of the conventions that he goes to. So don't forget to check that out. We love you. Continue to promote what you love and not bash what you hate. This is Spider-Man Noir, Pretty Boy John, and Dr. Strange signing out.